Welcome to my basement, and welcome to Sci-Fi Sunday Night. I'm Kerry, this is Jeff. It's a low-key show this evening because we're going to be paying homage to classic Star Trek. It's the 35th anniversary. Later in the program, we're going to talk about Shatner. We're going to reenact some of our favorite scenes, but no tribute to classic Trek is complete unless we talk about the hot chicks that were on the show.
Yeah, and there were some hot ones early on. I mean, you had Marlena, the captain's woman. And don't forget how hot Uhura was at the time.
Oh, but we have to deduct points for Nurse Chapel, though. What about Deep Space Nine, though? Both those Daxes were hot, and Major Kira, my love.
No, you're the only one who thinks she's hot. But we do agree on Enterprise. I mean, DePaul's really hot, and then there's Translator Hoshi.
She's hot. This was supposed to be a tribute to classic Star Trek, and we're out of time now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's get to the adventures of Translator Hoshi and the rest on Enterprise, Z24 TV, Sci-Fi Sunday Night.
The Royal Action Figure Theater Company in TV's first interracial kiss. A race of interstellar Romans with amazing mental powers are forcing me to finally make my move.
This sort of thing has never been done on television before. What will the South say?
My God, Mick Jagger was right. Let's get back to Enterprise.
Wow,
Lieutenant, I love you.
You're watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night on Z24 TV. I'm Kerry Jackson. This is Jeff Weiss. This is my dog Artie. And welcome to my basement. Low-key show tonight because we're paying homage to classic Trek, the original series' 35th anniversary. Now, there are some geeks, like my friend Jeff here, who maintain that classic Trek is the greatest Trek of them all.
Actually, they all suck!
Honey, I'm doing a TV show here. Do you mind?
Yeah, anyway, tonight we're bringing you a special installment of Point Counterpoint. It's an argument for the sake of an argument. I will be arguing in favor of classic Trek's all-time greatness, while Kerry will be taking the opposite tack, even though he knows I'm right.
All right. You got your notes. I've got mine. Here's what I found negative about classic Star Trek. Let's start with Spock's brain. That really blew. Space Lincoln, space hippies, gratuitous Majel Barrett, gratuitous Clint Howard. How about this? The obvious stunt doubles, the Nazi planet, the Roman planet, the cowboy planet, the gangster planet, a.k.a. the Paramount backlot planets. And finally, Captain, I cannot verify the whereabouts of the vessel without the visual.
Oh, these are all very good points, my confused friend. But how can you argue against the greatness of a show with all of the following? Okay. The Mugatu, goateed Spock, old school Klingons, the Agony Booth, and don't forget all those short skirts.
Yes.
And that is not even taking into consideration Oreo Frank Gorshin, TV's first interracial kiss, Trelane, the Outer Space Liberace,
I loved it.
Kirk's ripped tunic, and of course, Khan Noonien Singh.
All right, you made your point, even though you're still wrong, my old friend. I mean, season 3 alone was reason enough that show didn't reach the final frontier, so to speak.
This is going to have to be a subject on which we agree to disagree, you moron. Anyway, let's get back to Sci-Fi Sunday Night on Z24.
I wasn't doing anything but watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night.
The Royal Action Figure Theater Company in Kirk vs. the Gorn from Arena.
Trapped on a planet by godlike aliens again. Forced to fight a man, dressed as a lizard, dressed as a caveman.
Captain Kirk, I must kill you. Obviously, I can't be trusted. My lips never move.
I must win this battle, to inspire all the little geeks out there watching at home, to teach them that no matter how big the bully, they mustn't give up.
I will make your death fast and painless, so that none of us will have to endure one of your overacted death scenes.
Using the natural elements I have found on this planet, I have fashioned this crude cannon.
Ugh.
No, I won't kill him. I won't kill him, do you hear?
Congratulations, Captain. You have proven to us that humanity can be saved.
My God, you're so damn handsome.
Of course. I created you in my own image.
Of course.
It's good to be the captain.
It's good to be the Gorn. Welcome back to Sci-Fi Sunday Night on Z24, where we're continuing our tribute to classic Star Trek. And no tribute would be complete without one to William Shatner, also known as the greatest actor in the galaxy.
Come with us now as we honor Mr. Shatner, the man who will become T.J. Hooker, on this 35th anniversary of Star Trek, classic Star Trek, we bring you Dueling Shatners.
Are you sure you don't know what irritation is, Mr. Spock?
You're the captain's woman until he says you're not.
I submit that your empire cannot exist because it is illogical.
Now I know why they call the ship She.
Klingon bastards. You killed my son.
I am Kirok!
Picture yourself in a boat on a river.
My pool. My beautiful, beautiful swimming pool. It'll never be clean again.
Dude, that is so not funny. That's just a low blow. I'm sorry. I quit.
But I thought, was that too much?
That was a little
Too much.
A little too much.
Let's get back to Deep Space Nine, Sci-Fi Sunday Night. I could do a different line.
Wow.
I like that line though. That's funny.
I liked it.
Well, thanks, honey. That's a funny. I think some people do it.
I wasn't doing anything but watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night.
You're watching Sci-Fi Sunday Night. Welcome back to my basement, and I'm certainly glad that Jeff has decided to join us again for this final segment.
Well, how really could I not, It's not every day that you get to defend Star Trek V, The Final Frontier.
Yes, classic Trek, whose 35th anniversary we're celebrating, by the way, spawned a lot of great movies. Now, there are geeks who would say that Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan was the greatest Star Trek movie ever, and then there are those who like Star Trek IV because of its nice, touchy-feely thing, that Star Trek IV, the Save the Whales movie. Tonight, Jeff and I will take the indefensible position. Star Trek V, The Voyage Home, greatest Trek movie ever.
Well, first of all, the film was directed by William Shatner, which means you get twice as much Shatner for your Star Trek buck. How can you go wrong there?
Oh, yes. Oh, in Star Trek V, Dr. McCoy swears a lot. And anybody who's listened to my radio show knows I'm a big fan of swearing.
It also has a musical number, a sing-along to Row, Row, Row Your Boat, which is a song that everyone knows. This should become an audience participation thing.
Like Rocky Horror or something. Oh, Star Trek V has a flying Spock. Spider-Man can't even fly. That makes Spock the greatest superhero of them all.
Oh, don't forget Uhura's fan dance.
Oh, yeah.
That scene was hot. I mean, it was so hot, that film could have gotten an NC-17 rating.
That's true, and let's not forget the villain, the Klingon villain of Star Trek V, the most memorable Klingon villain of them all. What was his name? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to read Jeff and the DISREGARD News.
Remember to listen to Kerry on X96 tomorrow morning. We want to give out a few shout-outs. Thanks to Mrs. Kerry for letting us use their basement.
Thanks, honey.
Thanks to Janie Fleet. And thanks to the fans, as always, for watching. Remember, it's just a TV show. Good night.
Good night, everybody.